Welcome to Flavor Street. Thanks for joining this delicious journey. Let's explore new flavors and create tasty memories together. Pilsner, Faroese hot dog, similar to the Danish version but with unique toppings like mustard and fried onions. To prepare the traditional Icelandic pilsner, hot dog, you'll need to gather ingredients for both the sausage and the toppings. Here's a breakdown of what you need. For the sausage, pilsner. Ground lamb, about 50 to 60% of the mixture. Ground beef, about 20 to 30% of the mixture. Ground pork, about 10 to 20% of the mixture. Water or ice, to keep the sausage mixture moist. Salt for seasoning. White pepper. Onion powder or finely grated fresh onion, optional for extra flavor. Coriander, optional, for a slight aromatic flavor. Garlic powder, optional, if you like a little garlic kick. For assembling the pilsner. Soft hot dog buns, traditionally, they are steamed. Ketchup. Yellow mustard. Remoulade, a creamy sauce made from mayonnaise, mustard, and sometimes a bit of dill or other herbs. Fried onions, thinly sliced onions, fried until crispy. Raw onions, finely chopped. Sweet relish, optional. Preparation. Make the sausage mixture by combining the ground meats, seasonings, and water, or ice. Stuff the mixture into casings and cook the sausages, either by boiling or grilling. Assemble the pilsner by placing the sausage in a soft bun and topping with the condiments and onions. Gravlaks, cured salmon, fresh Faroese salmon cured with salt and sugar, served on rye bread or crackers. Prepare gravlaks. Ingredients for gravlaks. Fresh salmon, preferably wild-caught and skin-on. About 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds of salmon fillet. Salt, around a quarter cup. Sugar, around a quarter cup. Fresh dill, a generous bunch, both for curing and garnishing. White pepper, freshly ground. Optional. Coriander seeds, lightly crushed, for an extra flavor boost. Lemon zest, optional, for citrusy notes. For the mustard sauce, called synapses. Dijon mustard, about 3 tablespoons. Sugar, 1 tablespoon. White wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon. Olive oil, 3 tablespoons. Fresh dill, chopped, about 1 tablespoon. Salt and pepper to taste. Preparation. Prepare the salmon. Remove any bones from the salmon fillet. Pat the salmon dry with paper towels. Cure the salmon. Mix the salt, sugar, and white pepper, and optional coriander and lemon zest. Coat the salmon fillet with the mixture, making sure it's evenly covered. Place a layer of fresh dill on top of the salmon. Wrap the salmon. Wrap the fillet tightly in plastic wrap. Put it in a shallow dish or on a tray and cover with a weight, like a heavy pan or a few cans, to help the curing process. Cure time. Leave the salmon in the fridge for 1 to 3 days, turning the fish once or twice to ensure even curing. Serve. Once cured, slice the salmon thinly against the grain. Serve with mustard sauce, bread, or boiled potatoes. Sandwiches with kjøt, sandwiches with mutton or lamb, served with local cheeses, vegetables, or pickled items. Ingredients for a kjøt sandwich: roast beef. Bread. Rye bread, sourdough, or any hearty bread of your choice, like a baguette or sandwich rolls. Roast beef, or any other meat of your choice. Thinly sliced roast beef, about 100-150 g per sandwich. Cheese, optional. Mild cheese like cheddar, Gouda, or Swiss. Vegetables. Lettuce, or arugula for a peppery kick. Sliced tomatoes. Sliced red onions, optional. Pickles, optional for a tangy crunch. Condiments. Mustard, Dijon or yellow. Mayonnaise, or a remoulade sauce for extra flavor. Horseradish, optional, for a spicy bite. Butter, optional, for spreading on the bread. Preparation. Prepare the bread. Lightly toast the bread if you prefer a crunch or leave it soft if you prefer it fresh. Assemble the sandwich. Spread butter or mayonnaise on one slice of the bread, if desired. Layer on the roast beef, making sure the slices are evenly spread out. Add the cheese if you like. Layer on the vegetables, tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, and onions. Spread mustard or horseradish on the other slice of bread for some extra flavor. Close and serve. Place the top slice of bread on the sandwich and cut it in half. Serve with a side of chips, salad, or whatever you prefer. Grilled fish, often served with a simple salad or vegetable, fresh fish grilled on the spot. Grilled fish is a simple and delicious dish that can be made with a variety of fish, such as salmon, trout, cod, or mackerel. Here's a basic recipe for grilling fish, along with seasoning ideas and tips for getting that perfect grilled flavor. Ingredients for grilled fish. Fish, choose your favorite. Whole fish, like trout or mackerel, or fillets, like salmon, cod, or halibut. About 4 pieces of fish fillets, or 1 to 2 whole fish. Olive oil, for brushing. Lemon, 1 or 2, sliced. Garlic, 2 to 3 cloves, minced. Fresh herbs. Dill, parsley, or thyme, optional. Salt and pepper, to taste. Optional seasoning. Paprika or smoked paprika. Lemon zest, for added citrus flavor. Red pepper flakes, for a bit of spice. Preparation. For whole fish. Prep the fish. Clean the fish if needed and remove the scales and innards. Ask your fishmonger to do this if you're not sure. Pat the fish dry with paper towels. Make a few diagonal slashes on each side of the fish to help it cook evenly. Season the fish. Rub the fish inside and out with olive oil, salt, pepper, and minced garlic. Stuff the cavity with lemon slices, fresh herbs, and additional garlic, if desired. Grill the fish. Preheat the grill to medium-high heat. Place the whole fish on the grill and cook for 4 to 5 minutes per side, depending on the size of the fish. You want the fish to be golden brown and crispy on the outside and cooked through inside. You can check doneness by seeing if the flesh flakes easily with a fork. For fish fillets. Prep the fillets. If using skin-on fillets, brush them with olive oil to prevent sticking. Season the fillets with salt, pepper, garlic, and lemon juice. Grill the fillets. Preheat the grill to medium-high heat. Place the fish fillets skin side down on the grill. Grill for about 4 to 6 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of the fillet. You want the fish to be opaque and flake easily when done. Serving suggestions. Serve the grilled fish with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice on top. Pair with sides like grilled vegetables, a fresh salad, or roasted potatoes. You can also drizzle some garlic butter or herb sauce over the fish after grilling for extra flavor. Fish and chips, Faroese style with freshly caught fish, a street food favorite with crispy batter. Fish and chips is a classic dish with crispy battered fish and golden, crunchy fries, simple but so satisfying. Here's how you can make it at home. Ingredients for fish and chips. For the fish. White fish fillets, such as cod, haddock, or pollock, about 4 fillets. Flour, 1 cup, for the batter and coating. Cornstarch, 1 to 2 tablespoons, for extra crispiness in the batter. Baking powder, 1 teaspoon, helps make the batter light and crispy. Beer, 1 cup, a cold beer works best, but sparkling water is a good non-alcoholic alternative. Salt, 1 teaspoon, for seasoning. Pepper, 1/2 teaspoon. Paprika, 1/2 teaspoon, optional for extra flavor. Lemon, for serving, optional. Oil for frying, vegetable oil, canola oil, or sunflower oil, enough for deep frying. For the chips, fries. Potatoes, 4 to 5 medium potatoes, russet or other starchy potatoes work best. Salt, to taste. Oil, for frying, same as for the fish. Preparation. For the chips. Prep the potatoes. Peel, optional, and cut the potatoes into thick strips, about ½ inch wide. Rinse them under cold water to remove excess starch, then pat them dry with a clean towel. Double frying method for crispy chips. Heat the oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. Fry the potato strips in batches for 3 to 4 minutes, just until they begin to soften. Don't worry if they aren't golden yet. Remove them and drain on paper towels. Increase the oil temperature to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius. Fry the chips again for 3 to 4 minutes, or until they're golden and crispy. Drain on paper towels and season with salt immediately. For the fish. Prep the fish. Pat the fish fillets dry with paper towels to ensure the batter sticks. Season the fish fillets with salt and pepper. Make the batter. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, cornstarch, baking powder, paprika, if using, salt and pepper. Gradually pour in the cold beer, or sparkling water, and whisk until smooth. The batter should be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Fry the fish. Heat oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius. Dip each fish fillet into the batter, making sure it's fully coated. Carefully lower the battered fish fillets into the hot oil. Fry them for about 4 to 5 minutes, or until the batter is golden and crispy and the fish is cooked through. It should flake easily with a fork. Remove the fish and drain on paper towels. To serve. Serve the crispy fish alongside your homemade chips. Add lemon wedges for squeezing over the fish. You can also offer tartar sauce or mushy peas as a traditional accompaniment. Smørrebrød, open-faced sandwiches typically topped with smoked fish, meats, or cheeses, and served with a variety of toppings. Smørrebrød is a traditional Danish open-faced sandwich, typically made with rye bread, rugbrød, and topped with a variety of delicious ingredients. It's both a staple in Denmark and a great way to get creative with toppings. Here's how you can prepare a classic smørrebrød. Ingredients for smørrebrød, classic Danish open-faced sandwich. Rye bread, rugbrød. Thick slices of dense, dark rye bread. Butter. A thin layer of butter to spread on the rye bread. Classic toppings. Pickled herring, silled, one of the most traditional toppings. Marinated or pickled herring, available in various flavors like mustard herring, plain, or spicy. Hard-boiled eggs, sliced. Cucumber slices, thinly sliced. Red onions, thinly sliced. Dill, fresh, for garnish. Lemon wedges, for extra citrusy flavor. Caviar, optional, but for a luxurious touch, you can add fish roe. Other popular toppings, depending on your preference. Roast beef, thinly sliced, often topped with horseradish and pickles. Smoked salmon, with dill, lemon, and capers. Liver pâté, liver postage, with pickles or sautéed mushrooms. Shrimp, small shrimp with mayonnaise and dill. Preparation. Prepare the bread. Slice the rye bread into thick pieces, about ½ inch. Lightly butter each slice, ensuring the butter covers the entire surface. Add the toppings. For a classic silled, pickled herring, smørrebrød, place the herring on top of the buttered rye bread. You can arrange several pieces, depending on the size of the bread slice. Add slices of hard-boiled eggs and cucumber or red onions for extra texture and freshness. Garnish with fresh dill, and place a wedge of lemon on the side for squeezing over the herring. Optional toppings. If you're making roast beef smørrebrød, add the roast beef slices, a dollop of horseradish, and a few pickles for crunch. For a shrimp version, top the bread with shrimp, a bit of mayonnaise, and fresh dill. To serve. Serve smørrebrød with a side of fresh vegetables or a small salad. It's often enjoyed with a cold beer or a shot of schnapps, a traditional Scandinavian spirit. Baked potatoes, with Faroese toppings, potatoes baked and then filled with local cheese, sour cream, and vegetables. Baked potatoes are a classic, simple dish that's perfect as a side or even a main course with the right toppings. Here's how to make them crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Ingredients for baked potatoes. Russet potatoes. For large potatoes, these are the best for baking due to their starchy, fluffy interior. Olive oil or vegetable oil, for coating the potatoes. Kosher salt, for seasoning the skin. Butter, for serving, optional. Sour cream, for serving, optional. Chives or green onions, chopped, for garnish, optional. Cheddar cheese, shredded, for topping, optional. Bacon bits, for topping, optional. Salt and pepper, to taste for the inside. Preparation. Prep the potatoes. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit 220 degrees Celsius. Scrub the potatoes clean under cold water to remove any dirt. Pat them dry with a towel. Prick each potato a few times with a fork to allow steam to escape while baking. This helps prevent them from bursting. Season the potatoes. Rub each potato with a small amount of oil, olive oil or vegetable oil works well, to coat the skin evenly. Sprinkle with kosher salt to season the skin, which will make it crispy as it bakes. Bake the potatoes. Place the potatoes directly on the oven rack, or you can place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper if you prefer. Bake for 45 to 60 minutes, depending on the size of the potatoes. They're done when the skin is crispy and you can easily pierce the center with a fork. Serve the potatoes. Once the potatoes are baked, remove them from the oven. Let them cool for a few minutes before serving. To serve, make a slit down the center of each potato and gently squeeze the ends to fluff up the inside. Add your favorite toppings, such as a dollop of butter, sour cream, shredded cheese, chives, and bacon bits. Faroese mussels, often served steamed with butter and herbs, a fresh, tasty seafood snack. Faroese mussels are a delicacy from the Faroe Islands, known for their rich flavor and tender texture. Mussels from the Faroe Islands are sustainably harvested from clean, cold waters, making them a premium seafood choice. Here's a simple yet delicious way to prepare Faroese mussels, typically served in a flavorful broth or sauce. Ingredients for Faroese mussels. Faroese mussels, 1 to 2 pounds, about 450 g to 900 g, or any fresh, sustainably harvested mussels. Butter, 2 tablespoons. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon. Garlic, 2 cloves, minced. Shallots, 2, finely chopped. White wine, 1 cup, dry white wine works best. Vegetable or seafood stock, 1 cup, or use water. Fresh parsley, chopped, for garnish. Fresh thyme, a few sprigs. Lemon, 1, cut into wedges for serving. Salt and pepper, to taste. Optional. A splash of heavy cream, for a richer broth. Chili flakes, for a bit of spice. Preparation. Clean the mussels. If the mussels are not already pre-cleaned, scrub them under cold running water to remove any sand or debris. Remove the beard, the fibrous threads, by pulling it away from the mussel, and discard any mussels that are open and do not close when tapped. Cook the aromatics. In a large pot or Dutch oven, heat the butter and olive oil over medium heat. Add the minced garlic and shallots, cooking for 2 to 3 minutes until soft and fragrant, but not browned. Add the liquids. Pour in the white wine and seafood, or vegetable, stock. If you want a richer broth, add a splash of cream at this stage. Add the thyme sprigs and a pinch of salt and pepper. Bring the mixture to a simmer. Cook the mussels. Add the mussels to the pot, cover with a lid, and let them steam for about 5 to 7 minutes. The mussels are ready when they have opened up. Give the pot a gentle shake halfway through to help them cook evenly. Discard any mussels that remain closed after cooking. Garnish and serve. Once the mussels are cooked, remove the pot from the heat. Sprinkle the mussels with fresh parsley and a squeeze of lemon juice. Serve the mussels with lemon wedges on the side and plenty of the flavorful broth for dipping. You can also serve with crusty bread or fries to soak up the delicious broth.